Hello friends, this is Swaroop. In this video presentation, I'm going to show you how to make use of Listbox in ASP.NET. As you can see over here, this is a list box. Well, let's go to the property. You will find the ID of the list box given over here. This particular list box has got few items. So let me show you the item. If you click at the list box and then on the right corner you will be getting one tilted arrow. Just click that. You get the option called edit item. If you click this option, you will get a dialog box. Please take a note of the different options available in the dialog box. On the left hand side, for each item of the given list, you will find that there is a numeric value associated. These values are known as index. Okay, so these numeric values are represented in the form of an array index. And if you see on the right hand side, this is the text that the user will be able to see, and associated to the given text there is one value. So there is a tendency that often students get confused with the value that is given over here with the index that is over here. In case of index, it is always going to be a numeric representation, but your value can also be a character or it can be a string as well, apart from a numeric value. So as I move to the next item, you find that this is the index 1, and over here I've given the text as btech and the value as 2. So that's how each item of the given list box has been provided. So once I have done that, here I have got a button. So if I double click on this button, what I will be doing is that I want to see the specific text that is there in the given list box. That means the graduate, btech, postgraduate. These are the text which I'm talking about. So when I will be selecting a specific item, we will be able to see the selected value. The selected value is the value which I just now showed you. Let me show you once again. This is the value which is referred to. So this is the text, this is the value, and this is the index. So let's go and check it out once more. So over here text is been shown, over here index is value has been shown, and in case of index, since it's a numeric in form, so you have to go for typecasting, and that is to be done with the help of toString function. Okay, so these are the three record that we will be able to see once we select any item from the given list box. But one thing we have to keep it in mind is it might happen that user without selecting any item may click a button. So you need to perform a small validation. The validation can be implemented in two ways. Either you can implement the validation in the form of an item or in the form of an index. So either you will be writing that from the given list box whether the user has selected any item. If the user has selected any item, then definitely that is not null. If the user has selected any item, the definitely the selected index will be the 0, 1, 2, but at least not -1. So this option means user has selected an option or item. If the user has not selected any item, in that case this particular message will be shown within the page. So let's go and execute this particular file. I will right click at the blank space and I will go to the view in browser. So let me select the btech and I press the button. Okay, and here I am able to see the three important information: the item which I have selected, the value associated with the given item, and this index is 1 because the first one is graduate, that is 0, this is 1. Okay, so let me show you one more thing, that without user selecting anything, if the user clicks the button, you get to see this particular message from the else part. Okay, so that's one thing which you have to keep it in mind. So let's back to the code once again. Now in the first list box we have selected only one item. We have also an option for selecting two items at the same time. How do we ensure that? For that reason, one more thing we have to do is, as we all know, that every page we are creating in .NET, it has got two files. One is the ASPX, which we will be seeing in the browser, and there is a server-side page that is called aspx.cs. So if I show you the .cs file, this is a piece of code, but what about the ASPX file? So you can also view the ASPX file through the source window. So if you click the source window, you will find that this is the name of the list box, these are the values, these are the item of the given list box. Okay, now the user can also choose multiple items from the given list box. For that reason, we have to choose one more thing, that is, if I scroll down over here, if you want to select multiple items from the given list box, in that case you have to specify a flag option that is called select mode, which is multiple. See, in this case it is going to select only one item. That's the reason over here we don't have any option. But if you are willing to choose multiple options, in that case you have to enable this particular flag called select mode equals to multiple. That's the only thing which you have to do it. Then only you will be able to select multiple option. Now once you are selecting multiple option, in that case you have to show the data of both the option. Well, what do I mean by that? Let me run the page in the browser, then you will be able to understand. Let me choose the option called design, and from the keyboard I'm pressing the control and I'm choosing the option called tester. So that means you have to see the detail of both of these two options. So let me click the button multiple. In that case it will be showing you the option for design, and the value associated to the given text is 1 and the index is 0. Similarly, in case of tester, the value associated will be 3 and the index is 2, because design is 0, developer is 1 and the tester is 2. So you are able to see these corresponding records since we have selected multiple options. Hence, how this particular display option is going to be generated, and for that reason we have got something called enhanced loop. Let me show you what I mean by that. I double click on the button and the button control gets in. Over here if you see, there is something called for each loop. It is something known as enhanced loop. What the enhanced loop is doing, it is going to store one list item from the given list. Remember, this particular list is having an ID of let me show you the ID. That is the, just a minute, as I choose this and here I come, yeah, this is the ID, LB underscore profession. That is the ID. So let's go to CS file. So this is the list where all the items are available from the given list. One item is picked at a time and that is kept inside this variable L. Now the item which we have selected, that particular item condition we are going to print. So if L dot selected, that means the item which I have selected, only that particular data will be shown over here. Now one thing we have to remember again, since we are going to print one row at a time, in this case of index, in case of index, we have to show which particular index you want to represent. That's what you have to mention over here, and then you have to go for typecasting. So from the given list, you have to specify the respective item, and of that particular item, the index value of the given item which we have to typecast in the string. And then again the iteration will go on. Again from the given list, we will be choosing the next item. That particular item will come over here and the item is selected. Only if the item is selected, then only we will be able to see the record of that particular item. Okay, so that's how we can choose multiple items from the given list. So from this particular video presentation, I showed you that how can you select a single item or how can you select a multiple item from a given list. In my next video, I will be showing you something related to Ajax. We will be figuring out how Ajax helps to implement the page in a much optimized way. So I would request you, please keep watching my video. Until then, have a nice time.